Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another series of Let's Paint here on Pungo Paints. I'm your host, Trooper6, and for the next few episodes, we've got a Thunder Warrior. Boy, do I love the Thunder Warriors. I really, really do. I wanted to make an army of them for the tabletop, and my group wouldn't go for that. So that figures, right? But I got two other Marines back here just to show some size comparison, because this is not the first time that I've gotten a Thunder Warrior. So here he is next to a Mark III and the new Mark IIIs. And yes, it is a little Volt-Tech Marine. It's a little crossover I wanted to do, and I think it's awesome. But either way, you can see just how much bigger he is. But let's see how much bigger he is than a Primaris. All right, so you can still see that his head is still above his. It's a little hard to see, I guess. I don't know, maybe. But when it came to the Thunder Warriors, I wanted to get a big enough Marine to obviously showcase their size, because they are a lot bigger. And we're going to get our paintbrushes out now. Whew! So, first and foremost, I want to put out probably an unnecessary apology if I sound funky, if I sound like my words are slurred, if I seem shaky at all. It has been a rough few weeks as far as health is concerned. I've been doped up on painkillers for the past week now. Things got pretty bad for me there. Long story short, I had gotten the flu, and then I was just like trying to avoid getting sick other ways, and all of a sudden I had this deep. I said long story short, and I'm about to break out into this whole story. So it started with what I thought was dental pain. So I went to a dentist on an emergency basis. X-rays and everything showed negative. We were good. Okay, fine. The pain's still there, but okay, you say there's nothing wrong. They sent me to a dental specialist. I'm guessing a dental surgeon or something. Like they were like, maybe they can find what is wrong because they're more equipped to look for things. They did the same damn things. They did x-rays and everything came back normal. They did tooth testing, like with the cold. It looked like nitrous. Of course, I can't think of the damn word because I just can't think of it right now. And everything still, it all came back normal. But my pain was still there. It wasn't really in the tooth much anymore. It was in the jaw. And it even migrated up to my cheekbone. So eventually, the pain had gotten so bad, I was up for 3 days. I could not sleep. That was an impossibility for me, was to sleep, and it sucked. I tried to fill my time. I've been playing Fallout for the first time ever, and the pain was just so much I couldn't focus on anything. So eventually I ended up in the ER. Had to leave work a couple of times for this. Went to the ER, and they believe that it might be a case of, oh man, I just had the name, trigeminal neuralgia, which apparently, in very short terms, I have nerve damage, and this one happens to be in my head. Go figure. The symptoms that are associated with trigeminal neuralgia seem to line up pretty well with what I'm experiencing. So I don't like putting out a lot of personal information, but I figured I would apologize and explain myself real quick. Just in case you guys are like, man, he sounds off. His words sound strained or slurred and something like that. I literally just took my morning dose, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes ago or something like that. I really thought about not taking it while I'm recording, just in case. But I swear to God, if I was doing all this and then my jaw pain started, I would have paused it anyway and went to go take my medicine and cried until the pain stopped. It's been one of the most painful experiences of my life, honestly. Not trying to win any kind of pity party or exaggerate or anything like that. Quite literally, this is the most painful thing I've ever had. It sucks. But I really do praise those doctors and whatnot. It took a while for them to figure something out. But, I had to keep going back, keep telling them, hey, man, this pain is still here. And it wasn't until I was up for 3 days in a row where they were like, okay, there's something wrong. There's definitely something wrong here. He's not some junkie looking for meds, anything like that. It's been a thing, man. And I got to wait to go see a neurologist. I got an appointment for it. They had done an MRI. Go figure, the MRI came back just fine and dandy. I was like, that's cool. I was honestly expecting to find something horrendously wrong with me, which also was like a lifestyle scare wake-up call. Because I don't really exercise. I don't stay in shape. I'm one of those millennials that, I wasn't in shape as a kid. I wasn't fat either. I was actually one of the scrawnier ones. But I didn't really have to work for it because I didn't. And now I have the dad bod with a pot belly that you just don't like. The belly's not that bad. It isn't quite literally like I'm just a scrawny dude holding a keg. But people are often surprised whenever I talk about how I don't like how big I've gotten and everything. They're like, dude, you look great. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Thank you, but yeah. We've all been there. It doesn't matter what other people will say or how they're gonna see you. Whatever you see in the mirror is what you see. And there's only one cure for that, and that is to fucking do something about it, right? That's what I would tell anybody if they were bitching about it. But either way, we're taking life one step at a time here. But now that we've discussed all that, how are you guys doing? I hope everyone's doing happy. Hope everyone's healthy. That would really, really suck if you weren't. I don't want you being unhappy or unhealthy. I want you guys to be happy. Woo! There's also been a change in the stuff that I've been painting. If anybody has been catching on to that. Just lately I just wanted to paint other stuff, right? Oh, this is brand new. I don't need to open this right now. All right, we'll just go over here. We don't need the weapons bronze. What the hell am I doing? Oh my God. I got things set up for you guys, and I'm dropping the ball. All right. So basically, for Thunder Warriors, we're going to go with this true copper for their whole armor. Then we're going to go with this greedy gold to do all the symbolage and everything, right? But first, I'm going to get out this plate mail metal, and we're going to do the chainmail. Since the chainmail is a little more recessed in there. I've been getting a lot better at these paint droppers. And still, look at that. That is just... That's an atrocious waste of paint. Whatever. We're going. All right. We're going to do all this chainmail. Yeah, like I said, I hope all of you are happy and healthy and winning in life and striving to do better, and just overall, man, I want good things for you guys. I really, really do. There's been a whole lot of bad things going on, both personal and external. And it's one of the hardest things to do is maintain your mental health during such times, because sometimes it makes you want to just cry and give up, and you're just like, what the hell? And then you take being happy and healthy for granted so much that you don't realize that you are. And then when you have the bad times, you're like, can't I ever just get a break? Like, dude, was it that bad before? I understand people are dealing with certain things where it is that bad. I get that. But it feels like, think that it's worse than it is. And then when things actually go bad, they're like, oh my God, of course. I'm like, dude, your life wasn't that bad. All right. I know some people that are really dealing with some shit right now. Not to downplay anything that you're dealing with. Because I'm sure, like, the pain that's in my jaw and face would be nothing to, say, like my buddy Perkins. But that dude's a monster. He is straight up in the wrong time period. That guy needs to be a glorified battle master who's like in line to be chieftain or some shit. So, again, I hope everyone is happy and healthy. Sorry, I was zoned out there for a second, but you know what? Since we're zoning out, let's get to the topic at hand. How about that? Thunder Warriors. If you don't know who the Thunder Warriors are, I want you to either pause or get out of this video for now. I want you to go over. I want you to check out Voldemort. I also want you to check out Luton 09. Those are the two top tier lore peoples, and I need you to go and hear the tales of the Thunder Warriors. They are my favorite when it comes down to any of them. They are my favorite of the armies and everything, because they were just so brutal. They're just so savage. The fact that the Emperor was like, I cannot have these people for my Galactic Crusade. And I often wonder what that would have been like if he had used the Thunder Warriors for his Galactic Crusade. How will that have gone? Will that have gone fine? Or would a lot of people have perished for no damn reason, because apparently they were just so fucking brutal. I feel like, though, they would never have disobeyed his orders, though. If he said, hey, you're going to march in there, you're going to dominate, but you ain't going to kill a single person, I feel like they would abide by that rule. However, everyone knows when it comes to certain things, no killing anybody, dude. They escalated it to that point. So it's like, what do you do? I'm gonna paint that silver. Get some other color on the armor. And yeah, we are still using our Haggard brush. Go figure. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, damn, dude, I never did change this brush out. But it's doing okay for me. It's alright. But anyway, Thunder Warriors, right? So yeah, Thunder Warriors. Debatably the most savage people that the Emperor ever used. Feared. Just, my God, are they feared. I'm going to do his... I'm going to do his visor in shining silver. That's what I would like to do for that. So, let's get some other paint out real quick, like Barbarian Flesh. And what did I say? Shining silver? Yeah. Alright, we're going to get some shining silver. A little dab. See, that's better. That's better. For paint control, look at that. Let's take a little dab right there. That's all you need. And even that is going to be too much for what I'm right now about to do. But I'm giving him a very bright visor. I figured their visor would be kind of like my sunglasses. A mirrored lens. Just this bright silver mirrored lens. Can't see through them. I can see out of them. I keep forgetting to try to drink my coffee before that goes out because I really don't like lukewarm or whatever coffee. I used to say I don't like cold coffee, but well, I've never honestly had a cold brew, but I like the what are they? The Monster Javas. I really like them. And of course, that's considered a cold brew. And it's not even considered a coffee because it is a energy drink. And it's just meant to, quote unquote, taste like coffee. Which it does enough to me. And I like the salted caramel. And if you're going to tell me it's pronounced caramel, you can go away. All right, there we go. His little face. Now, if you're wondering where I got this miniature, I got it off of Etsy. It's not my first time ordering these. But honestly, so you see where the base is flat, he's leaning back. And it gives me that old school feeling when it comes to the older models from the past, how things were just a little funky. That's what this really reminds me of. And because of that, I am not a huge fan of this model. I'm not like a diehard fan of it. I do like the model, don't get me wrong, and they're one of the only people to actually print these out. I will put a link in the description to their Etsy shop so that you can partake and show some patronage. Because these really are some very nice models. The most lore accurate ones, at least that I can tell. Because there are quite a few people out there that are printing Thunder Warriors, and some of them I just don't like. Like the lion helmet, it's cool, but that one just doesn't say Thunder Warriors to me. It does in a way, because some of the artwork for it is just immaculate. All right, you see where that is touching right there? Probably going to have to take an X-Acto knife to it and separate that. I've done that once before, and it works out. It works out. So, Thunder Warriors. I really like the visor look. The lion helmet can have its use, and I do like it. Don't get me completely wrong here. I dig it. It's just not what I pictured for my Thunder Warriors. I figured they'd have armor just like this, and they'd have that visor, and sure, even the top knot. I don't particularly care. But yeah, man, I adore Thunder Warriors. Big, brutal, savage. Not cut out for much else other than slaughter. Which is why the Emperor used them, and I see why. You need absolute dominating control, and you need to do it in at least a timely fashion. You don't want to get bogged down for, decades and decades of pointless war that you could just solve with a quick smash and grab. Just obliterate them, and that's all he had to do was just obliterate. If they bend the knee, great. Put your people to work. Move on. These people don't want to bend the knee. Destroy them. He left it that easy and that simple, and I admire that. I want to say he probably did try some diplomacy because he didn't want to murder everyone, but I know at the same time that the Emperor would have no problem if that's what it was going to take to bring Terra out of the Dark Ages and unify everyone. Then he was like, all right, fine. You don't want to join us? I'll kill you. And whoever did stay with us, they get to populate the Earth, and your family line goes away. All of your genetics. Which is kind of like what somebody would want to do if they're taking over the world, and they're like, all right, fine. Who's staying? They'd start to look at anyone who didn't stay as unworthy anyway. And they'd be like, fine, well then your seed is wiped from this earth forever. Our genetics will not miss you. We are on the path to greater evolution. I do like the fact that this is a bigger model. It's a little easier. I, on the other hand, feel a little funky. I feel like I got a big fat tongue right now. I'm sure it's one of the weird little side effects from the medicine. But whoo doggy. Tell you, yesterday I felt my jaw kick in. That was a harsh reminder because I hadn't really felt the pain for a week, and then it kicked in. I was drinking a coffee, and I just wasn't being careful, and my jaw lit up like Christmas, and oh goddamn, I was on the floor. Now, you see how much of the armor that we got done, and it's only 24 minutes-ish? To me, that's a little bit incredible, because you know how long these things take. You know how long I take. I am not the fastest painter. Now, I'm not really just slapping paint on him, and I'm like, all right, I'll fix it in the next episode, or anything like that. Like, You guys know I don't like redoing work. But they really have a simple paint scheme, you know? So it's not too difficult just to slap the paint on there and to keep it rolling. I'll tell you what, though, I'm probably going to do this, then the next shoulder, and then we'll stop for the next episode. So I don't feel like doing a one-shot. I kind of can't afford to do a one-shot right now. I'm sure some people out there would appreciate a one-shot. You know, instead of having to wait, 3-4 weeks for a series to end. I'm sure it confuses some people as well that, if I'm doing these, then why am I going to post the finished product sometimes before even the series airs? And one, it's just, I'm just putting out the content anyway. And two, yeah, you're going to see the finished product, so why bother watching? Why not for the company and the conversation? That was the whole point of this anyway. To give you guys some company, because sometimes you're just sitting there, like I do, and you're just painting, and there's nothing wrong with it. But you got nothing else going on. You're not talking to anybody. You might have a movie on in the background. You might have some music. We're at 26 minutes, and you know what? We're going to do the helmet anyway. Yep. Oh, man, that reminded me of the Yip Yips. Because I finally learned their name. I always forgot about them. They're little loose windsock Muppet looking motherfuckers. And they're just yip. I love them so much, and I have no idea where they're from. I still don't even know what that's from. But I know I love it because I've seen the memes for them, and it very funny, very accurate. You and your buddy trying to read over a manual on something you don't understand. Yep, words. Look at that guy. Who's that guy? He's here to kill you. Okay. All that, and we forgot about the backpack. Not to worry. We will get this on the next episode. I want to thank you guys for stopping on by. Catch up with me next week. We're going to continue this. I don't think we'll complete it on the next episode, but I mean, you see how far along we've gotten. So that is quite the possibility. All right. I will see you guys next week. And please stay happy and healthy. I will show you guys my Vault Marine one more time. Isn't he cool? I like him. I know it's a scratchy freehand right there, but he is from Vault 111 and he did it himself, and he's not an autiste. That'll be my excuse. And of course, this guy, Angry Marines. I had to. I love it. It is available on Etsy. I don't know if my Vault Marine is. Maybe. Either way, may the Void Father guide your brush, and please stay safe. Peace.